You share a little bit of it at the beginning of your book where you talk about kind of the early origins of this long-term journey and career that you've built. Kind of began with your dad, actually, and his health journey. And so I
Mhm.
wondered if you might just share some about that and how this all began with your dad and his experience.
Yeah, my family of four, my mom, my dad, my brother, and I were just sort of humming along as a normal family in New Jersey. And then when I was 8 years old, and he was young, I mean, he was 49. He had a widowmaker heart attack, the kind that most people don't survive. And he survived. And we learned that he had very severe cardiovascular disease and blocked artery. And while I was too young to really understand the impact of that, my whole family's focus shifted. And I would say there's two major ways that we shifted. One was we were now oriented around health.
Mm.
And it was health of the 80s. So it was sort of fat free and some misdirected health guidance, but we were directed towards heart health. And we were also directed towards appreciating him, that we have him, that every day felt like a bonus day, and just recognizing importance of family, mortality, honoring moments as being important and allowing them to have that impact instead of it just being another passing birthday. So I think it started to create a lens for me around empowerment around health and really honoring life. And my mom is a pioneering person. She's not the type of person that outsources her knowledge. She's going to get it for herself. She's going to learn everything that she can. She's going to use her intuition and her wisdom. She created a path for my dad that had him survive and thrive until he was 89 years old.
Wow.
And so she read everything and went everywhere. And our family vacation started to, instead of going to Disneyland, which we did do, we also would go to, my dad would call them fat farms, but they were health spas. And we would learn and we would learn and we would learn. And I think a lot of it was just osmosis. I wasn't necessarily interested at a young age, but then I think I probably did start to get my own interest because if I look back, it's pretty charming to see some signs that I actually was really interested in medicine and health. In eighth grade, when we did a big capstone project, I decided to do it on the Pritikin diet, which was the 80s heart healthy diet, and this man and heart disease and surgery. And so I started to dip into that. And as I saw my mom's experience of meeting with doctors who knew far less than she did about prevention and about really maintaining heart health, I recognized that there was a whole sea of information out there that wasn't really being taught in the conventional medical model. And my interest in medicine was really, I think it was just a good match for me, just that you can learn forever, that it's a practice, that you keep getting better and better as you get older and wiser. You get to connect with people on a human level and ease suffering, really show people the way that they can remove the obstacles to their own healing and vitality and abundance in their life. And that's pretty much how my medical journey began and formed. And then the creation of my book set and all of that it's really an effort to spread information for more people to be educated so they can take care of themselves. I have a real problem with the concept that the doctor is supposed to be in charge of your health. We are in charge of our health, and we should feel that we have the information to make the right choices for ourselves. And we should have enough insight and internal guidance so we can navigate those choices without asking our doctors or our healthcare providers, okay, what do I do next? Of course, our healthcare providers have a wealth of information and experience, and we should rely on them for guidance and information, but ultimately it's up to us to make our choices, and it's up to us to implement them. Our doctors
Yeah.
can't sit there next to us, just drink a glass of water when we wake up or go out for a walk. That has to come from within.
Right.
And I'm inspired to help more people find ways to make those choices easy and fun and And that's why I wrote my books, because I found that I was writing the same things over and over again to people, creating these really robust treatment plans. And then it started to form for me in my mind that what if everyone just had the information and then they could feel really well resourced to make good decisions and hopefully feel good.